November 14th, 2020. First virtual Wildcat Walkabout. On October 12th, 2020, Sonia Radford emailed me with a suggestion for a virtual Wildcat Walkabout. Sonia had attended in years past, even though she had to travel from Australia to do it. Below are excerpts from her email in italics and what we did with it in 4 weeks, which you're not going to be able to discern as I'm reading to you. So I will have to stick in what she said and what I said, or what we did. So Sonia wrote, I was planning to come to this year's Wildcat Walkabout, but of course, I'm disappointed, just like hundreds of other Big Cat Rescue supporters and all of your team. I've just been thinking of a few things that might be considered by you and Jamie and the whole team. Some of these can be done beforehand over the next 3 weeks, yet posted on that day. A welcome by you and Howie and others. And so what we did was I did a short welcome, and then Lauren Buckingham described the conservation projects being funded by the event, which were Palace Cats and Circus Tiger Freedom in China, and gave people a rundown of the day's activities. Sonia suggested a collage of photos that can be viewed all day, showing Tiger Lake, daytime, sunsets, etc., vacation rotation, funcation, Priya and Duchess's enclosures, selected enclosures showing the platforms, dens, the Bobcats playground, views of enclosures with lakes, the gift shop, the memorial wall, etc., etc., thus showing it in about 1 to 2 minutes. The overall sanctuary, music in the background. She was really thinking this through. What we ended up doing was Deb Quimby worked with the cam ops to Susan Mesna and Christine Mesner to put together these intermission videos. Sonia suggested mini tours into the food prep rooms, enrichment cabins, maybe a couple of minutes with the active enrichment team making items, and the reasons for that, and the reasons for cats in captivity. So what we did was Maureen Calderon and Babs Riddle were filmed by Afton Tasler live for Facebook and Instagram stories. Becky Gagliardo handed out whole turkeys as enrichment for Simba and Kali, the tigers, while Brittany went live to Facebook and Instagram. Brittany and Afton handed out pumpkins live to Manny Jaguar and Jasmine Tiger, live on Facebook and Instagram. Sonia suggested video of the Bobcat Rehab Program with archive photos, reliefs, photos, brief interview or explanation by Jamie, Brittany, Karma, etc., plus the current Bobcats. What we did was Jamie Veronica was videotaped by Brittany Mara, and Afton edited it, along with footage from our rehab program and Explore and Nest cams to run live on Facebook and Instagram. Sonia suggested video of how Big Cat Rescue has helped animals in the wild over the last few years, with donations from entry tickets. This year, might there be an alternative, such as put a post or a donate button? Other posts, of course, could have one too. Food prep, statistics about 300 to 500 pounds a day, cost per year, etc. So what we did was Lauren did the live via Wirecast on Facebook so she could answer questions live at the same time. All of the Facebook Live events had donate buttons. Sonia suggested brief interviews with some of the long-term volunteers. As they came in to feed this next 3 weeks, there was a good response to Matt being with Jen on Saturday. He mentioned that he'd been a volunteer for 21 years, I think. 3 or 4 questions to them all, such as, when did you start volunteering? What attracted you to volunteer here? What have you learned that helps you keep volunteering? Other questions, etc. Mama Becky, Linda, Karma, others. Possibly getting another couple of guys like Devin, Mark, and Matt, and Andy will help get more men interested in the sanctuary and the mission. We know that culturally, men look down on females as less than equal, and I've read several comments by men relating to supporters being only women, and that they indicate they don't feel it's an area for them to participate. So what we did was, we did this as paid Zoom meetings where the participants paid between $100 and $200 to have a semi-private meeting with the keeper of their choice. Since we made the event tickets so cheap, $4.99, we charged a lot more for these Zooms that were limited to 11 guests and 30 minutes each by Carole Baskin, Aaron Carden, Brittany Mira, Lisa Spencer-Novak, Becky Gagliardo, and Afton Tasler. Sonia suggested raffle, Can't probably be done, but an alternative could be a few items on eBay and a couple of hampers with goodies from the gift shop. What we did was, we didn't find a good way to do a raffle, but did offer special discount codes to event attendees to use at BigCatRescue.biz. And we did several special eBay auctions of things like paintings by the cats, art made from their broken toys, etc. Sonia suggested mini tour of hospital, recovery room, specialist vets attend to dental, eyes. What we did was Jamie Veronica videotaped by Brittany Mara and Afton edited it along with footage from our vet care program and Explore and Nest cams to run live on Facebook. Sonia suggested 3 or 4 lives on the day to show the cats, the enclosures, staff, Afton, Brittany, volunteer keepers, Matt and Jen. Oh, and what we did was Matt and Jen Russick did a live feeding tour for Facebook and YouTube. Brittany and Afton filmed and answered questions live. Andy and Bridget Sardone filmed a tunnel tour to show what it's like from the cat's perspective to move through tunnels to Vacation, Rotation, and Funcation. That ended up being a huge hit. And that was aired as a live broadcast by Lauren so she could field questions. Andy and Bridget also did a live tour of the sanctuary to Facebook supporters who donate monthly, and Afton did the same for our YouTube audience. Sonia suggested an interview with you, Carole, Dancing with the Stars, and more. What we did was I did the live Zoom with 6 participants, but we didn't talk about dancing. Instead, we talked about how each of them became involved with the sanctuary, lessons cats have taught us, and what it's like post-COVID and Tiger King, and more. Sonia suggested virtual reality displays in Citrus Park and the other one. What we did was we didn't do this one by people. We didn't do this one by people can, I don't know what I'm saying here. We didn't do this one, maybe, but people can learn. We didn't do this one, but people can learn about it at arzoo.me. Sonia suggested 360 camera work, vision goggles, etc. What we did was I was really hoping our new virtual reality game, Big Cat Rescue VR, was going to be available on Steam in time for this, since most people don't have the Rift S for the current free game in the Oculus store, but it didn't happen. Thus provide a thoroughly educational experience covering all or most of what Big Cat Rescue is about, plus a wealth of great posts for everyone on what it would have been. I think this is, it's not in italics, but this was from Sonia. So Sonia said, thus provide a thorough educational experience covering all or most of what Big Cat Rescue is about, plus a wealth of great posts for everyone on what would have been the 2020 Wildcat Walkabout. This could all be produced over the next 3 weeks with you, Deb, Afton, LaWanna, Howie, etc., and a program devised to cover the usual 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. time slot of Walkabout. Moderators and admin could be on deck to clean hate and answer questions. Anyway, I felt compelled to write you, and I am relieved to have done so. I shall leave that all with you. Kindest regards, Sonia. Well, we did all of her ideas and came up with a few of our own. Well, all but those last 2. Like a virtual scavenger hunt for prizes, the auctions, themed gear at BigCatRescue.biz for the event, and an aerial tour of Big Cat Rescue. As you can see, the lion's share of the ideas came from Sonia, half a world away, and if not for her, we might have skipped Wildcat Walkabout altogether this year. What a missed opportunity that would have been. Thank you to everyone who jumped in and did a year's worth of planning in just 4 weeks, and those of you who funded the day with your ticket purchases. If you're enjoying my diary, please like, share, and subscribe. You can find other ways to connect to me over at BigCatRescue.org/Carole.Baskin.